it's MK, and I am here to put some layouts away, and I thought I would bring you guys along with me. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is I get a bunch of questions about how my layouts or how my albums are all set up, and so I really wanted to share that with you guys by putting the layouts away so you get an idea of how they are. Now, it's not going to be a total flip through. It's just going to be this one I marked down as, well, I guess I didn't mark it down. It must be on the little piece that I had, but this one is marked down as book number so-and-so from the 2021 album, and it goes in this page right here next to all the other pages. And with this stack, I had all of these done and completed before I left on my cruise, and I never put them away because I still needed to take pictures of them for the YouTube channel and all that other good stuff. I'm so far behind on social media, it is ridiculous. So I thought that maybe you guys would want to follow along with me by putting pages away. And then I can share with you guys how I have my notes and things for each layout, and easily recognizable, because what I do for all of my albums is I preset up my album with all of the photos that I want to scrapbook within a certain year. And so I already have the album all set up, and then as I go mood to mood, feel to feel, I complete the layouts, and then I need to know where they go back in the layout in the album. And when I pull out several like this for multiple pages like those, then I do end up needing to make notes and stuff like that, because once you pull out a whole bunch, they all start looking the same. As far as picture wise, you know, like where do these pictures go in my entire June Lake trip album portion of 2021, and which is what these pages are as well. So this one might even go in this book, depending on whether which book number this is. Because 2021 ended up being a huge book number. I'm not even going to tell you how many albums 2021 is, but I will have to pull this towards me in order to get this in, because I have a ton of stuff in front of me right here that doesn't allow me to put it in while you guys are still looking at it, you know, like this, right? So definitely. But when I take these away and put them over here, then you can see all my firefighting albums, which are layouts, I'm sorry, which I think is really cool, because here you've got the red brick here, and then the rip right here, and then going across, it's almost like they reversed. And now I've got the red brick going over this way and it finishing across the layout. So I really do like multiple pages like this, even though they're not meant to be as a 2-page layout. I really do like flipping through my album and seeing stuff like that. So here day is something, March 2024. That doesn't help me at all. But this is a good example because it has a corresponding, the other side is corresponding to this. So it tells me that something goes right here. And I used it for March, 30 days of sketches in 2024. And I do list it as 2024 because of the fact that I still might have March layouts or March sketches to do back in 2023 or 2022, things like that, that I didn't get to because I don't do all of them. Now I am going to flip through this because I do have a double page in this section here that needed a home. And maybe it was this one right here. Nope, that's June Lake. So somewhere in here is a, right here. So I've got a 8.5 by 11 and a 12 by 12 that go right in here, and it's day 6, 2 pages for the March. And I know that it is this one right here. Not just because of the fact that they're my military pages, or I should say my ordnance pages, I apologize, but also because I have the note here somewhere. Where's my note? I don't have it. It must be behind one of the photos. Did I glue it in? Oh my gosh, that would be so hilarious if I glued it into one of the photos. anyways, normally the note is right here, so that way I can see that I used this sketch and these are what they look like. But I also know that these were my last pages to do, so I really didn't need the notes and whatnot. And I have lint everywhere. It seemed to me like during certain seasons, lint gets worse than it does in other seasons. I find that lint is really, really bad in the winter time, and maybe that's because we don't have our doors and windows open than it is in the summertime. I just seem to notice it a lot more in the winter than I do in the summer. But I do get a lot of questions about when I do a double page layout that has an 8.5 by 11. Well, the 8.5 by 11s that I purchased from scrapbook.com, I believe they come in a 10 pack. It might be a 20 pack. I can't remember now. They fit perfectly inside the 3-ring album. I do not have to alter these page protectors at all in order to get different sizes in my album. Now, I also have a 9 by 12 selection that is new to me. Sorry, I forgot to pull it. Those are new to me, and so you will see them make an appearance in the 2023 album, but mostly in 2024 because of the, or I'm sorry, 2022. You see them sometimes in here, but I barely started using them this year for 2021 because, like I said, they were brand new to me. So I'm going to quickly go through and see. I don't think I have any other layouts. Oh, here's day 4 that I need to bring in. 27 and 22 are not done yet, but I do have day 4 that I can, right here. So this is day 4, and I've got it labeled right here. They're the petroglyphs from book 7. So this is book 7, 8.5 by 11, day 4, 1 page. So it's right here. Now this one, it seems to me like I did not cut it down to 8.5 by 11. So I usually stick it in. Now it's 8.5, but it's not cut down to 11. So I usually keep them sticking out like that. It doesn't bother me if I forgot to do that. But this one in particular, I can actually cut it down. It won't. I could probably take 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here so it doesn't look too bad. But in all honesty, it doesn't bother me at all unless it starts to stick up out of the album. So when I close it, I will go and find out. I didn't do day 28, but see how I've got pocket pages mixed in with smaller pages, mixed in with 12 by 12 pages, mixed in. These are the new 9 by 12s I was telling you about, and this is a pocket page with a flap on it, so I get lots of pockets there. 12 by 12s, here's another 8.5 by 11, another 9 by 12 with 4 photos going on. This one is from Close to My Heart. That is just the 4 by 6s going up and down. Now, because Close to My Heart is closing its doors, these are going to get harder to get, but I do have a bunch of Project Home or Project Life page protectors that were the up and down with the 3 by 4 horizontal that I could cut down to create this exact same thing. Because the original up and downs and horizontals or verticals and then the 3 by 4 horizontals, I very rarely use those. And so those are usually the first ones that I snatch up to alter and cut up. So here's another one by Close to My Heart that's 4 by 6. That's a smaller page. Here is one of my favorite Project Home or Project Life. I keep saying Project Home, I'm sorry. It's a totally different company. This one here is Style G or Design G, and I loved these so much, but the last time I tried to see if they were available, they were not. You could just find a picture of them. So I'm not sure about that. I still need to finish this layout on the other side, which I told you guys, this is another one that I've cut up and altered. So it was a page protector that went all the way across, and I altered it to where it suited my needs and for what I needed it to do. basically because this is all that I had left. And then here, because the pockets didn't match, I glued the pages back to back on the page protector. Just because of the fact that I needed a 6x8 with two 2x4s. So I adapted it. It was from Simple Stories, to be honest. And I don't even remember the configuration. I do know that these two are in the pocket, but whatever was over here is covered up, and I can see that these are two 3x4s, but I don't remember if this is a 4x6 or not. It looks like it. And then whatever was going on across. This could have been the 4x6, and this could have been the 3x4, but I have no idea, because why wouldn't I have cut it off here? Who knows? I don't know that. Okay, 12x12. I just love the interaction with all these different pages going on, and now I am back to where I need to be. So for this one, 16 and 29, I don't have done yet, but this one I am thinking it looks like it's my Smokey the Bear one. So I will pull that one out really quickly, because I did not write down which day it was, but I have Smokey the Bear book 7, day 8. And this one is book 7. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there and put my Smokey the Bear, only because here's Smokey over here. So I'm going to assume that they're both the same. For this one, I used a totally different collection because of the color scheme in the photo. It matched my son a lot better than the color scheme over here, which was more like a park and the trees in the background and everything else. So totally different moods and feels, even though they are the same event and the same photos taken. Nana getting a kiss from Smokey the Bear. I think that's adorable. We're like big kids, you guys. You can't take us anywhere. Okay, so that is all from this book. I will pack it up. So for these books, what I do is I wait until they get so bursting, like this one here is totally bursting at its seams. The pages don't lay flat right here. So I will take this down to maybe about here and put this in the album, but these will go in a different album because this is just getting too much for my books. And this is how my books end up becoming so big and so many, is because of the fact that I don't worry about thickness, or I don't worry about dimension on my layouts or anything like that. I just really do enjoy the creativity about this, not worrying about how many albums my kids are going to take home with them. None of that stuff, which I've said before as well. But I do want to reiterate that we have several trips inside these albums, which normally they get their own album, but this time I did not do that. I put it all from start to finish. So when I'm done with all of these, I might take those out and label this is June Lake trip right here. This was California trip right here. This was this was that. So I might go and do all of that, seeing how we did a ton in 2021, and it's just seeming like 2021 has a lot of books, but really it's a lot of trips. So anyways, let me go put this back, and then I will see what other books I need. So normally what I do as well, and I did not do that this go around because I thought it was going to be faster, is inside these book plates, I usually put in here, I've got day 4, day 6, day 12, yada, 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 in this book right here. However, I did not do that this go around for these particular ones, for these particular ha-has. So I'm sorry, for this particular set of layouts that I'm doing. So here is this one, and it's got Grandma's Wedding, Kyrie and Dad, day 10, book 5. And so here is the match, day 10 in March. Pull this open, clean out the lint. That actually looks like an eyelash. The page protectors are like static cling to everything. Okay, and then instead of flipping through the album, I'm actually going to flip through just the layout. Figure it out. So that one went in there. This one here is going to actually go in between a 2-page layout. So I have it. Let me find my 2-pager. Right here, my s'mores 2-page. And then this is actually going to fit because I had more photos that I wanted to create with. So these are like the s'mores and whatnot. Here's the fire going on here. And then these are us around the fire. Okay, so I will do that. I have to go back and get book 7 again. And she's getting awfully big. Okay. So here we go. Haven't done those two. This is actually 2 layouts, so I must have split those pictures up. And that's how the books end up getting too muchness. So here is where my my triple page goes, which is this one right here. Is I've got a double page of 8.5 by 11s. It starts here and goes here, and then I have an insert of these 3 right in between. So I don't know why I didn't do this one that went with all 3 of these. I'm not really sure. So let me put this one in here real quick. But I knew in my video I couldn't remember why I was doing a 3-pager. So that goes there. And then this actually goes here, but I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And this one looks like it goes on the side. So I'll end up taking that out. Like so. And these ones I actually alter to fit in so they don't hang on just one hook. See how it's kind of crooked like that in my album? I actually alter it so it is in fact doubled in a double hook. So there, and then this one will end up right here. Okay, and then I will share with you guys how I get this to hook in just like that when the holes don't line up. So let me put those there. And then like I said, this one was supposed to be like the complete set and do 4 of them. I don't know why I did not. So that's super weird. So for these, when I go to put these in my album, I will grab some washi tape. And I usually grab washi tape that goes with the theme that I might possibly use, because normally I do this in advance, as before I even know what I'm scrapbooking over here. So I will grab out what looks like what I will use, and I cover up this portion with the holes. Oh my goodness. I think this washi tape's pretty old. So I go like that, and then I wrap it around so I can cover up both sides. Okay, am I in view? Can you guys see me? Yes. Okay. So I do that, and then I'll take my scissors and I will cut off the extra ugly bit, just like so. And then I went a little wonky on one side, so I'm going to trim that down as well. It's not very noticeable, but the fact that this side over here is sticky, I don't want that to collect lint or dirt and become dirty and yucky. So there is that. Normally I'm a little straighter, but I think I'm doing it a little fast. So then I will grab another page where the holes line up. Ta-da! And grab a hole punch. I will line up So I can't line it up like this because then it goes down, but let me look and see if I'm okay with that. I am a little okay with that, but then they don't line up that way. Okay, so right there is where I want them to be. Okay, which makes the holes more in the middle than they do a little one-sided. I don't want one-sided holes. So then I will come in through here with the hole punch and punch out a new hole, keeping it straight. Come in here and punch out a new hole. There we go. Oh my goodness. All right. And then I will add these back in. Three, and then add these back in. And now my smaller pages are all nice and neat inside my album, and I can flip them if I need to bring them into several different albums. And then here is the next one that was for day 3, right here. I will just plop this in here. And that is how I am able to set up my album chronologically, but not actually work chronologically when it comes to wanting to play with the designs. Like I usually do all of my outdoor stuff right off the bat. I don't really split it up because I really like my outdoor stuff. I really want to enjoy all of my outdoor stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go grab book 4 real quick before grabbing book 8. So I will be back. I thought I had a book 3, but it might have been just a day 3. I'll be back. Here is book 4. And then I just, uh-oh, this one got a little bent up. It's okay. I'll just put it back. So just flipping through. This one does not have a layout. It was an extra page that I ended up doing. What page did I do? Right here. So it might end up in that area there. Because this is all of our camping trip, which could be, again, its own album. Right here. Day 5. Day 5. Okay. Plop these back in. Like so. Ta-da. And book 8 is very similar to book 7, where it's starting to fan out. Again, I'm thinking about getting different albums for the different pages and trips and whatnot. All right, so I am looking for day 11. And I am flipping pretty fast. This is, like I said, this isn't a photo, like a layout reveal or an album share. It's just putting pages away that I've already done. And I love doing this because of the fact that it's already, like, once I start filling the book with these finished pages, the book looks complete even if I don't get to my pocket pages. These books are starting to look complete. Like not hardly any pages left. All right, so right here is where day 11 is. And here we are. Putting it right there. And here is day 9. Which goes right here. All right, ta-da! Okay, and then I have to go and get my 2022 album that I've kind of already started. And right now I haven't printed any layouts. It is just the completed pages that I've already started with. So I will go and get that. And these ones aren't very big. They're close to my heart, almost like they're the pocket page ones. So they're only, I think, 1 inch or 1.5 inches. So I've got these. And here are these pages that go right here. Okay, so I think I'm going to have them look like this, because if I do it like this, well, no, actually I think they look better this way. Okay, so when I left myself a spot, knowing that I had 2 more layouts for this particular exploration with Grandpa. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to flip through and see if there's like anything else. A blank spot. Here's a good one. I'll just put it right here. And it's just a selfie of me that actually wasn't taken in 2022. I think it was actually taken in 2019. Who knows? But I'll put it there. Okay. So that's pretty much how I put my pages away, in all honesty, you guys. I love having my albums pre-set up, and I already know if this is going to be a 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11, things like that. And then once I start finishing the pages and putting them in the albums, it works out beautifully, because then the album starts to look like it's completely finished. All right, you guys, thank you so much for following along with me on putting my layouts together. I really appreciate it. And I'll check y'all later.